Ahoy, mateys. I'm back with Todd. Hope
Look,
everybody's having a great morning.
he's back.
I'm back. It's Tommy B. Let's see who's in it. Good morning, Mr. Bumcrack. Good morning, Hank. Good morning, Anissa. Good morning, Chastity. Good morning, Miss Pink. I hope everybody has had a great morning and has had a great time while I was gone.
You were
Business
gone?
was good. Yeah, I was gone. Yeah, I was gone. There's a link if anybody wants to jump in here with us. Um, I was glad to be back. The weather was
Thanks,
not.
Anissa. I'm this much better.
Thank
This
you, Jabus.
so not as bad. So I guess it is a cold. Thank goodness.
Yeah, I noticed you were coughing and sneezing on the video. See, I went back and watched your videos. I was trying to comment and let you know I was there. Uh, no, 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 no. Uh,
Jennifer,
hey, Jennifer, how are you this morning?
Mike,
And Mike?
Chastity. I've been
Um,
looking for your cords, Chastity. I have such a huge death pile from that auction. It's they're in there. They're buried somewhere.
the weather was kind of rough. Not really rough, but rougher than normal. Normally,
The
you know,
weather started getting rough. The
that's
tiny
right.
ship was tossed. If not for the courage of the fearless Tom, the cruise line would be lost.
Um, anyway, there was a lot of people getting sick,
Morning, Hank.
but it was. I mean, I enjoyed it. It wasn't bad. My biggest thing is that I'm on Ozempic now,
Oh,
and
oh, oh, Ozempic.
I was on it before for one other reason, and I stopped taking it because I didn't think it was doing any good, and then I found out it was for another reason, and the doctors put me back on it. Ozempic makes you, or at least me and the people that I've talked to that that are also on it, it makes you really gassy. And I don't think it mixes with cruise food very well because after I started watching what I was eating, I didn't have the issue, but I just felt like I was going to explode all the time. But we had a good time. Didn't lose too much money in the casino. We came home with almost as much as we had. Wait a minute. 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 Which one's got the hernia that's going to have surgery?
David.
The other one, not the one that's got that's hobbling around your house right now.
Uh, we
Uh,
have so many ailments, we can't count them all.
you all need to just get them all under the same roof. Uh, but David's got the wife, right? Correct. David is married.
David's married.
Okay. Uh,
Hmm.
but we had a good time. It was good, but I don't know. It was just I didn't have the same outcome as I did the last 100 times we've been on cruises. I was actually ready to come home. Not saying it was bad. I just wasn't feeling it this time. So would I go on another one? Yep. But this one was because the Carnival Sunshine's not is now being repositioned to Virginia, to Norfolk, Virginia, and not selling out of Charleston. So we were wanting to do one last cruise on it before it left. So now we'll either have to drive to Norfolk, Jacksonville, Orlando, not to Fort Lauderdale or Miami. That's too damn far to drive. Um, so there you go. It was a lot of fun.
Mike was carrying something and your leg slipped out in the slush. Almost did the splits, felt a pinch. Oh, I'm sorry, Mike.
Well, see, Mike, if you had kept up those ballet exercises from when you were in your youth, you could have just slid right down into a split and not thought a thing about it. Uh, so anyway, of course we had our usual. I'm going to start a new YouTube channel when I start cruising again, and it's going to be entitled "You Thought Walmart Was Bad? Go to on a cruise." I swear to God, there is people that shouldn't be wearing what should not be wearing what they were wearing.
Dang,
Oh
Jim Crack.
Lord.
Oh, damn it. Damn it. I've sneezed enough the last 3 days. Sheesh.
What do you? Yeah, the angry grandma. I wish that was my channel. Uh, so anyway, that was it. I did sell a few things while I was gone. Uh, you can't put Dole pineapples up anymore. That's against the rules. And honestly, even if I was into that kind of mode, that lifestyle, I didn't see anybody I really would want to play. Let's pass the pineapple kind of thing with. It was kind of scary. It was another great cruise. Because school is, I guess because there were a few children on board, but I didn't see a lot. And I guess that's because school is getting ready to go out for the holiday, so I guess they didn't keep them out and want to keep them out going. Let's pass the pineapple. Yeah, no, that's not. Well, no, no. I like having my stuff. I like having all my things, my junk, because my wife will take everything. Good morning, Vintage. It's good seeing you this morning. Like I said, I did sell a few things while I was gone. Uh, a seat, a sprocket, a Christmas ornament, and we got back yesterday, so I did get those out in the mail yesterday. I don't know, Anissa. You know, you can you got to be careful. You'll get something the penicillin will not cure.
Hey, come back with herpes simplex 12 or something.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
gonorrhea or something like that. I mean,
Gonjuria.
no, no, Javis, get your mind out the gutter, dude. It's time to get back to work. No, 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 Shannon. No, 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 no. Miss Roberta's like me. She don't play that game. I don't. I'm a one woman man. That's it. And she's a one man woman. Because who hell wants to start all over again? Okay, well, there's no code. I'm not. But we don't go that route. No, no, we don't. That's kind of creepy. Um, but anyway, it was a good time. You're a Scott. I'm just, you know, if something was to happen to Roberta, God forbid, there would I just couldn't start all over again. It's too much damn work. Yeah, lag. Yeah, Craig, you be that way. Sandy. So, would you like to hear? Let me throw the link out here, and you can tell us about you and your swing in friends. So, get this morning going good. Uh,
Old swingers make lovers. Old swingers, they understand. I've been around, so.
I'm gonna tell you
Wait,
what now.
that's older women. Sorry.
Oh, that's right. Oh goodness.
Ba-bum-bum-bum-bum.
So anyway, how are things been going? I've caught your video where you had the stuff in the back of the truck, and then I looked at yesterday's show, and that's about all I know. So what's been going on while I've been gone? Did you sell everything you have?
No, but sales have been strong. We're just cruising on in toward the end of the year. I got a couple of customers upset their stuff hadn't got to them yet. I got a pair of sterling silver dinner knives that are just USPS just lost them. They're gone. I got a hassle with that. And I got another customer. They want their VCR, and it was supposed to be there on the 11th, and it's still not there. Yeah. And then I got customers that, can I get this by Christmas? No, not going to guarantee that. Starting over, but so, but I mean, sales have been good, so I can't complain about the crappy stuff that's going on.
Thank you, Mr. Sadie. Are y'all out of school yet? Or do you work even though the school's closed? Thank you
Like,
for the $5. Appreciate it.
okay, you see the plates and bowls?
Uh huh.
Guess how much that set? Let's see, what's 7 times 3? There's 7 plates, 7 salad plates, and 7 bowls. Guess what they sold for yesterday? Da, 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 da,
$147.
da, 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 da. And this says 21. Then she says 500. Then she says 425. All right, enough guessing. 170.
I was close.
So I hate picking up china and glassware to sell, but I'll be doggone. It sells. I've had it for shoot. I bet I've had those for a year. Man, I got so much long tail stuff.
Yeah, that's some good stuff there, Jabus. Um,
Thank you,
so
brother.
how long
Yeah, it's
will it
just
how long will it take you to pack that thing, Todd?
oh, I've had worse ones than these to pack. Bigger sets and cups and pitchers and stuff like that are plates kind of you just got to use enough bubble wrap and stack them. So I don't know, maybe 20 minutes to pack it, but
Harry says they sell for $198.98.
what did those?
Yeah,
Oh, let me look real quick.
I don't.
Maybe with shipping. No, they sold for a total of 171.36 was the gross. So What'll I get out of it? Maybe 125. That'd be all right. Let's see. Who all in here sells difficult stuff, because that's not easy, packing up stuff like that. I usually do 2 layers of bubble wrap and then a piece of cardboard. 2 layers of bubble wrap and then another plate. 2 layers of bubble wrap. So I go 2 layers bubble wrap, one cardboard, another plate. 2 layers bubble wrap, piece of cardboard, another plate. So
I wonder if the people though that sell a lot of that stuff, or that's their main focus, because a lot of people don't want to mess with it. But they have, let's just say they have a workbench and they've got everything they need to ship that stuff over and over and over and over again. So they have, they have a way they pack everything, so they're not worried about breakage. Um, you know, Everybody talks about not wanting to sell that stuff. I'm gonna back up. Craig said that he hates. Where is that at? He hates shipping that stuff, so he started taking it to his booth. There's one place here in Charlotte. There's a lady and her husband. They have a booth that's probably 10 by 20, and that sucker is full of china. I asked you one day. I said, "This is a lot of work." And he said, "Yes, it is." I said, "Do y'all sell a lot of it through here?" And he said, "Oh, yes, we do." And he says he likes the pieces that they only have like a couple of dinner plates. And he said because they sell a lot. I mean, usually somebody's going to come looking for that dinner plate. Um, he says, it's a lot of dusting, but he says they flip through it pretty, and they sell by the piece. They don't sell like a set. Sometimes they sell sets, he said. But you know, he said that his wife has a friend that's an interior decorator, and
mm,
she said that a lot of girls are getting back into setting a table, like when they're having friends over and whatnot, or family over. They're setting a table, and they like having this stuff. So it must be a trend coming back in. Just saying. I would drop that damn box full of china. I would stumble and fall on the way to take it out to my car, to take it to the post office or wherever to ship it. I would stop. I would stumble and fall and drop and break every damn piece of it. So, old people shouldn't be
yeah,
selling stuff like that.
I'm thinking these 21 pieces will fit in a 16, 12, 12. But we'll see. I'll pack it today. I'll report tomorrow.
I just sold 2 of those off Facebook Marketplace. The woman came and picked them up. You sold what, Harry? The china?
Swung vases, I think he's
Oh,
talking.
swan vases. Okay.
Yeah, I sold 2 pair of jeans on Facebook Marketplace. Well, actually, bought them on eBay and then said, "Hey, can I do a local pickup?" So I said, "Sure."
I mean, I've had people call me up that know I sell on eBay, and they say, "I've got a bunch of china. Do you want it? You can have it for free." And I'm like, "Thank you, but no."
Well, I mean, I would ask the pattern first, because some
Well,
is
I
just
I do that, and I ask the
would
brand
be
too.
it'd be stupid to turn down some things.
If something, if they say Wedgwood, I'll come get it.
Yep.
But you can do a cursory check on eBay of what kind of china it is, and if it's not selling for nothing, I'll pass it. For those that are looking at that are selling on Facebook Marketplace, what are you two doing over there? Uh, are y'all finding that y'all can sell the hard stuff to ship better on it than you do on eBay? Or, I mean, just what y'all's thoughts on that? I mean, I've had pretty good luck on it because I've only listed a few things on it and it's all sold pretty quickly. Matter of fact, I did have to run out yesterday and take a series of books that I had to I met a lady to she was gonna give them to her mother for Christmas or part of her Christmas.
Morning, Scarlett. Yeah,
Good morning.
that when was it? A year and a half ago at garage sales. These folks had set after set after set of China, and I bought some. And it's just good money. I mean, it's solid. It's, in my experience, is better than bread and butter stuff, but it's not as good as the home runs. Japheth.
Oh, Todd, you know you and those toothbrush holders are never going to go away.
That's all right. Everybody's got something that they made a bad buy on, I'm sure.
Well, I have a question. Something that has been on my mind the whole time I've been gone. What's the status of the leather jacket?
Sorry. Well, the lady requested to return it,
Right.
then she left me a negative, and then she said she would revise the negative if I gave her positive feedback. And I reported her and I requested a change from her. She denied it, and haven't heard on the reported buyer yet thing from eBay.
Has she shipped it?
And I'm no, she hasn't shipped it, so she's about to run out of time. I think Anissa said it was 14 days a buyer had to return something, right? She
Is
re- she requested the return on December 1st, and
well,
she
this is
still hadn't shipped it, and it's still on my returns list. Oh, 30 days. It is feedback extortion. I told eBay that. I said, no, the buyer put INAD, so that's gonna stand. And I'm like, stupid eBay.
it's
So we got to go till January 1st before the she can return it. And she's not going to return it. She wants the jacket. I am 99.9% sure she likes the jacket and she's keeping it. She just wanted it for free.
they
So, and that the thing that chaps is a lot is that's the only negative I have in over a year. No,
well you've sent her a label, and she if she deems not to send it back, then her negative should come off
well, that's
because
true.
she kept the damn item, and I put you must if you could put an addendum on her feedback saying you must have liked it because you kept it. How long is are those labels good for? 30 days, or will they stay open forever?
They're probably open forever, but if she sends it back after the 30 days, I don't have to refund her.
All right, I have a situation as a buyer. Anissa, good old Anissa. She's like always smiley and happy, except when I eat something that she doesn't like. Anyway, I have a situation as a buyer. I literally messaged to a seller to ask if they were going to ship exactly what was in the photo, and they said yes, but she did not.
Put an ad on her and send it back, Anissa.
The razors and the packaging changed, and the ones she sent were poor quality. I'm seriously thinking of leaving a negative. Have you opened a return, Anissa?
Yeah, I would just return them and then let my beard grow for a week while I get another bunch of razors in.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't usually give negatives.
I had something similar happen like that. I had three of the big sprockets for a bicycle, of course, and two. They were all had the same SKU number on them, and they all were the same. The same thing. The packaging on one of them had been updated, and I sent it. The person bought all three. I mean, they a person bought each one until I was down to the last one, and I sent it out, and they said, this is not the same item because it's packaged different. And I said, but it has the same SKU number. And they said, but it's not the same thing in the photo. And I said, you're right. I'll refund you 15% because it was a bad photo. Well, you can't do more than that. And I said, just I'll send you a label and you can send it back. I don't want you to be unhappy. No, I'm happy with the product. I just, it's just not the right photograph. And I said, well, you seem not to be happy, so I'll just send you a label back so you can ship it back. And so I said, I'm going to go ahead. I'll wait till this evening to send you a label. If you still want to, if you want to keep it, if you want to take my 15% return offer, then let me know. Otherwise, tonight I'll send you a label. Well, about 3 o'clock that afternoon, she sent me or he sent me a message saying, "Just send me the 15%. I'll take it." Um, I wasn't going to, it was either I was trying to be nice and give him a little bit for the deck, which would have been about $6, and you know, or I wanted it back. And about 8 o'clock that night, when I would have sent them a label, it would have been about the principle of it. So anyway, I sent them $6, and I got a positive feedback from them. So I guess everything was okay. So I know what you're talking about, Anissa, but mine had the same skew. Matter of fact, Roberta's got to go on eBay and see if she can find a razor there's a certain disposable razor I like to take on cruise ships with because they just do a good job and they're quick. Yeah, I do shave occasionally, and you can't find them in the stores anymore. So I guess we're going to have to go to eBay, or because she's looked on Amazon, you can't find it on Amazon anymore too. Well, that's just it. If it's this, like in my case, it was the same item. They just updated the packaging. You know, so it was my fault. I will take the blame, and I would have paid. I paid the $6 because it was my fault because I didn't have the same packaging. I did send it because I've listed stuff before. Well, since then I have listed stuff before where I've it's the same SKU but it's different packaging. So I try to do two listings because eBay sees it's the same SKU or ISBN number or whatever. Um, they won't let me do two separate listings. And I sent eBay a message, and I did get pretty prompt response about it, saying, what should I do about this? It's two different items, and they said just show, they said just show different the photos of each item, of each packaging, and in the description say you may receive one of each. I mean, you may receive a package of which one. And you know what I did? I took the listing down and I took them out of the packages because they were boxes with the item inside of it wrapped in plastic wrap. So I just took them all out the boxes, redid the listing, and just showed them the sprockets in it. There was a different set of sprockets. It's like the ones on a multi-speed bicycle that has all the different little gears. About starts off about this big around and gets down to about this big around. So I just did it that way. You know, ain't going to be no big deal. And then I folded up the box, or I stuck it inside of a box and put it in, sent it on. So anyway, people could they can be nitpicky. When I'm looking for something, I'm looking for the item. I don't give a how it's packaged. I mean, I do want it to get there all intact, but because I'm gonna rip it out of the box or the packaging, and I'm gonna throw the packaging away. If it's the right SKU or manufacturer SKU, then I'm good. Maybe I'm just trying to mellow in my old age and don't really give a rip.
They call me Mellow Yellow.
That's right. Oh Lord, Todd, there was a game they played where you had to name the song that the lyrics were from, but they did not give you the music. You would be good at that.
Well, if
Uh,
it's from a certain time period, I'd be all right. But
well, you've covered pretty much all of them. Good morning, Porson. I got that, Hank, but I specifically asked about the packaging. Is this a like a razor that Mr. Anissa likes, or is this one that you like because you shave your legs with them? Okay, Sarah, that's right. You thought I was gonna say Q Sarah, Sarah? I know the song. I remember when that song came out in the movie she sang it in.
Hydro 5. How many blades can they put on razors? I remember when they went from like track 2 to 3 and 4, and I was like, what do you need the other ones for?
Okay, let's back up here for a second. Vintage memories. I'm assuming that you were the seller and they requested no invoice, no information in the box, and we'll leave you positive feedback. Or did you request that? Because I can understand if you're buying a Christmas present or a birthday present, some kind of gift, and you want it shipped directly to the customer, to the recipient, then you wouldn't really want that kind of stuff in there if you're that kind of person. But that's kind of dodgy when you start doing stuff like that. I guess that's the old man in me. They have a reason for doing that. They're trying to screw me, and
Damn it.
I'm not even going to get dinner out of it. Todd, you need to take a shot of honey and whiskey, and you'll get rid of that cough. And Jake has honey, so you can get some from him. I see. I did watch that show yesterday. He had a little jar of his honey that he grows up on top of his roof of his building. Not grows. I guess his hives are up there.
Did you hear him talking how many Starbucks mugs he has?
No, I didn't hear that part.
He has cases and cases of them, like stacked up on shelves, and I'm like, God.
Is he a collector or is he for selling?
He's just selling it all.
Who was it? Was it Chad's wife that was the big Starbucks collector?
Sounds familiar.
Jake, if you're listening, you need to reach out to the Golden Finger Picker and tell him that you'll make him a deal on a case of variety of Starbucks cups if he wants to get them for his wife for Christmas. Oh, let me tell you what.
Yeah, Lag was gone yesterday too. Where's that sucker?
His mother might have cut him off. He might be living in a box somewhere.
Living in a box.
Okay, vintage, honey. I wonder if they do that to Amazon or Walmart or any of those kind of people. Lag is on a pineapple cruise. Yeah. And I'm not criticizing you. I'm just saying, like I said before, when I was doing merchandising and I would see stuff because I'd go in on Monday morning to Walmart to do stuff that they were to set for the week, and there would be buggies and buggies and buggies and buggies of stuff at the front of the store that had to be the associates had to go put back on the shelf. And this was not stuff like big things. This was like little tiny things. So you might have 5,000 pieces in a dadgum one normal Walmart sized buggy. Now, me being the good soul that I am, I always kind of like did a cursory check to see if there was anything in the buggies that I was going to be resetting. So I'd grab them out and take them with me, which was okay with the manager. Actually, he appreciated it. And you'd be surprised how much of that stuff would be thrown away because they just don't have time to reset it.
And I am not your honey.
Okay, I'm sorry. I overstepped there, sweetie.
Sweetie. Sweetie's okay, but honey's not.
Yeah.
Sugar, little dumpling.
You want me yesterday? I don't think he got those from Walmart. I think he got those somebody or someplace else. Oh Lord. I mean, people just, I don't know. They're just getting so demanding. Okay.
I bet I've had 50 remedies shoved at me since I got this cold.
Yeah, but the whiskey and honey is the most fun.
Jake had one, you had one, Nissa had one, Peddling Prophets has one.
Or sugar. That's the best one, Jabez. Sugar.
Sugar. Listen, sugar.
Yeah, you got to put that not a uh,
It's man flu. Yeah.
sugar. No, it's the S. It's the SHUGAH. You got to put that sh on the front of it. You should know that, Jabez. You're only from like 2 hours away from me, further
Sugar,
south than I am.
sugar tits.
Oh no, we will not be using that one. Thank you kindly.
What Western was that? I think John Wayne said that one time. You
I
need
would.
to just go suck on a sugar tit. You need a sugar tit
Well,
with
that
that
was
or
a
something?
candy back way back yonder. Um, yeah, but I bet you slept good when it didn't bother her while she was trying to get her housework done. Uh, whiskey's good for everything. You got a baby with teething problems, dip your finger in a little bit of it and rub it on their gums.
Sugar tit, South Carolina isn't far from Chastity and me.
I
Is there
haven't
really
heard
a
of
place
that.
called Sugar Tit, South
I'm
Carolina?
getting ready to call him out.
Uh,
Town of Sugar Tent, sweetest town in South Carolina. Where the hell is it? Only a couple miles off of I-85. We are a great midway stop between Charlotte and Atlanta.
Sugar Tit neighborhood in Boone County, Kentucky.
Now, this
There's a bunch of sugar tits.
Oh, that I must go to Sugar Tent, South Carolina, and buy some T-shirts and send them to my fern friends. Oh Lord, that is just too. Horror, Michigan, James. Mm-hmm.
Be careful.
Wait, but tell her to come back here for a second.
Tom wants to say something. Gwen? I don't know.
So she started her travel agency.
Yeah, she started a travel agency.
Okay, tell her she needs to check in on how you threw together a group cruise, and I'll get back to her via
Tom
direct
want
message.
Tom wants to do a group cruise, and you'll be in charge of it. She don't do groups. Oh, never mind. She does. What?
All right, tell her I'll
Oh, she said she would do that.
okay. Tell her that I'll talk back to her through Facebook Messenger.
I don't know. Tom, I don't know. He just said it. I don't know when he's planning to do it or what. 10 rooms equal a special rate, huh? And James says Tom wants a swinger cruise.
No, I don't. I'm talking about a reseller cruise. I wanted to do one before, and then the fungi hit, and I couldn't.
Yeah, we've already.
W-
That
y-
discussion's been a lot through the YouTubes.
Uh, tell her I'll message her with my thoughts.
Okay. So she just mentioned the upside down pineapple thing.
Yeah, I heard her. Oh, so Todd and Gwen's aware of that. Anyhow, uh, Yeah, and we'll get the pineapples again, Hank.
Ugh.
Uh, anyway, um, what was I going to say?
I don't know. It's your brain. I'm not in it.
I know. I, Gwen threw me off track. But I saw her post where she said that she just got certified to do the travel business thing. Uh, so if anybody's got to do is going to do any traveling, reach out to Mrs. Todd Parker. Gwen, she's a sweetie. Um,
Most of the time.
what was that water? Do you have like a pot over there that you pee in or something?
I'm pouring coffee. Shut up.
Okay.
It's okay if I refill my coffee while
Yes,
we're
it
on the
is.
live.
Yes, it is. It's fine because I'm over here slurping this coffee. And this is not a sponsored video, but if you've got one of these places in your town,
Just 'cause it sounds like I'm pissing in a bucket, then
uh, if you got a micro center in your town, they are a great place to find all the little knickknacks. Matter of fact, I gotta go up there and get me another hand scanner. I dropped mine and broke it. Um, a slop jar, Jabus, a slop jar. Um, anywho, so like I said, I sold a few things while I was gone. Shipped it out yesterday. Nothing today, which is good because I got a lot. I gotta get a bunch of stuff done today just because I've been gone. LASIK. uh, before Roberta had her transplant, she was on a heavy dose of LASIK, and that was some harsh crap, man. Just smelling it was terrible. So anyhow, what all do you got to ship out today, Todd?
mm, let's see. I've got the China. I've got some electrical relays. I've got some reel-to-reel tapes. I've got a shirt.
Reel to reel, as in music.
I don't know what's on them actually. I think they're sermons,
Okay.
but they have a piece of tape on them with braille. I've got some targets, pistol and rifle targets. I've got a quilting book. Yeah, it was pretty good sales yesterday. I've got rubber boots. Yeah, stuff. I sell anything.
Hey, that pays the bills.
Yep.
You know.
I'm out of rubber boots, so that was my last pair.
Bum crack. What do they call them over in the UK? Is it wellies?
Wellies.
Well, you know, you're a diversified reseller, unlike Scott, who just likes to focus on big girl panties. You know. So, uh,
Jaba's been selling.
good, Jabus. You know, you know. Let's see. Bumcrack says it could have been Stevie Wonder demo tapes. My aunt, I would have been like less than 13 years old. I know that. So that's been a while ago. She worked at a radio station down at Myrtle Beach, and she would give us albums and I mean boxes of albums that they would get for demos and whatnot. And I don't know what happened to them. I mean, we had cases of these albums. I'm not. They were different albums, not the same one. And we were talking. My brothers and I were talking it last time we were down at my mom's house, and we said, you know, there could have been thousands, if not $1 million, in albums in that box where people had gone on to be successful. And we're like, yeah, could have been. But, you know, there's always that what if happens. You know, what if I did this and this would have happened? Oh, you got another sale, Hank. Great. Um, what are you giving an estimate on, if you don't mind me asking, Hank? Are you a contractor of some fashion? Hank's probably an interior decorator. She gets all that glitzy gold stuff out. How about you guys in the audience? Have
Is this your birthday?
No, my birthday was last week. Mine, well, 2 weeks ago. Mine was the third.
Yeah.
But
Maybe
thanks,
baseball is a little late.
thank you. Of course, the buyers will send some sort of message after I get home from the port. If it's here by Saturday, you're getting it back. Well, if it gets to them by the delivery date that's in the eBay, what can you do? Clearing, and we got some people needing additional driveways. Okay, cool. That's good business. Um, I got a couple of driveways that need to be cut in. South Carolina, North Carolina. It's a little far for you to come up here to cut a couple of driveways in, though. Uh, I'm worried about I'm worried about lag now. Something's going on.
Maybe he got mad at us. I don't know.
Uh, he's probably vacationing by the pool in the sub basement. Yeah, that's just it. I am concerned. You know, the lag is usually here. I hope he didn't come down with the croup or something. Do you people up north get the croup? Todd sounds like he's getting the croup. Uh, what time is it? Time is flying by. So anyhow, so I was looking at this calendar to see what day Christmas was on. Christmas is on a Wednesday. So the Thursday after Christmas, we'll dedicate that to all the people that's got an email saying, I didn't get my item by Christmas. I'm returning it. So y'all be sure and keep us abreast on that. Like in your basement baseball 753 5. Yeah, he's well. If he's a government plant, he needed to be hanging out more over on Scott's channel than ours because we're not as radical as Scott. Except Anissa, she'd push that button a little bit hard because you know she's the ultra right. I saw this young man on the cruise, and he was like, he's young, very slender, very attractive, and he was walking around with a "I voted for Trump" T-shirt on, And I'm thinking to myself, dude, it wouldn't take anything for one of these old ladies to just chunk your little narrow ass over the side of the ship. Yeah, and so we know, don't be like me, me. We know you're one of those radical rights. I say that with love.
Sure.
Because everything that you say, I'd already heard from my wife.
Below the waterline.
Yeah. Uh, our cruise wasn't actually that, it wasn't busy. I mean, there wasn't a lot of people on it. And I don't know whether it's because it was right before the holidays. Oh, he went in hiding after Scott outed him. No, I didn't see any of that. I think you have to go on the not Verizon cruise. If y'all keep hearing a rooster, I got a neighbor 2 houses over that's got chickens and a rooster. Um, what is it? The Virgin Atlantic cruise line. That's for adults only. So, from what I've heard, because I've heard all kind of not, I've heard that that's not really unless you're young and good looking or going for free. It's not the kind of cruise that most people want to go on. Um, I follow a cruiser that has he and his wife have been on every cruise line, and they have I mean, all kinds of them, from Margaritaville to Cunard, all price points. And he and his wife were sent a suite for a week cruise on Virgin, and they did not like it. They said because it's for a younger set. The kind that want to drink and dance all night. And that's just not what they do. So anyway, maybe Grumpy. Now Grumpy's coming off of his cruise ship. I think his cruise ends today. That was a nice cruise he was on. I'd like to take one of those. The money's not a problem. The time is off is not the problem. It's just wanting to make a commitment that you're away from home for 15 days. But if anybody wants to go, we'll get Gwen to book us a cruise. We just need to get 10 couples or 10 cabins. Um, anyway,
Yeah, Bearded Picker's been on a YouTube hiatus.
yeah. Good morning, Glenn. Glenn always comes in. We need to move our shows from 9 to 9:30, so Glenn can at least be in here with us for about 30 minutes before we end. Uh, Tanner, what you doing, buddy?
Hey, Glenn.
God, he slept on us all night long. He missed us. Anyway, well, it's 10 o'clock. It's time to get to work because I got so much stuff to do today. And I got a box of stuff that came in yesterday. I don't know what it is. I don't remember ordering it. It's probably from a auctioneer that every once in a while he sends me a bunch of odds and ends that didn't sell. He said he told me one time, he says it's just easier to throw all this, and it's like little brass figurines and things like that. He's like, it's just easier to throw it all in a daggum box with some of those um, foam peanuts and ship it to you and let you deal with it than it is to deal with it himself.
Hmm.
But I buy a lot of stuff from him. Have a posh order Is that Red Wing boots to send out? Cool. How is Posh doing, real quick, like for those that are still poshing? Are y'all doing good with it? Is it about as well as any of the rest of them? Maybe on
Posh has still got to be better than Mercari or Bonanza.
well, on Thursday we're gonna do a roll call on the different outlets and see who's selling on them.
I thought we did that last week or week before.
I don't remember. I don't remember. But
Okay.
times change. But Posh, Posh is a lot of clothes, and I don't do. I try not to do clothes. You sell on Posh, don't you, Todd?
Nope.
Or you don't? Everything goes through eBay. Or
Yeah, except for some Facebook Marketplace.
yeah, and I like that. I mean, I like. Yes, it takes a little bit more time because you got to. Because I meet the buyer at McDonald's, not too far away from my house, and we do everything in the parking lot. But once they walk away from it,
Pre-owned beauty.
you got your money in your pocket, and they got their product, and everybody should be happy.
Here's your half a tube of lipstick right there.
Ew, ooh, 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 ooh. That just you never know where somebody's lips have been.
Pre-owned beauty.
Are you talking about like cosmetics and stuff like that, Anissa?
Probably perfumes and such. I don't know.
Because I mean, you got to be hurting pretty bad to wear other people's lipstick. That's not like your sister or your girlfriend or something like that. Your mother. eBay mostly, then Posh and Macari kind of flip flop. So you do fairly decent on Macari, Hank. Well, every time a storm hits down there, I'm sure y'all get real busy with the clearing business.
This half a bottle of roll-on deodorant is just for you.
Yeah, perfume, Tom, not lipstick. You didn't say perfume. You said pre-owned beauty, and to a guy, pre-owned beauty is like cosmetics. Face. So I hear you.
Or the
I think
ads I get for Ukrainian women looking for a U.S. husband.
yeah. And from what I've seen or on YouTube, a lot of American men are going overseas to find their wives because they're more in what a wife, cooking and cleaning and child rearing and all that kind of stuff. I said you sell pre-owned lotions. I don't even want to go there. Mm-mm-mm.
If you sanitize them. How do you sanitize them? You put them in a steamer or something?
Okay, I don't know anything about cosmetic brushes. Are they that expensive that you want to buy used? Pre-owned beauty. And I'm serious. I mean, are cosmetic brushes really expensive? Or are they like anything else? Or they're like paintbrushes. You can buy cheap ones and you can buy really good horsehair ones or whatever. Cosmetic beauty. Let's see. Oh, Sephora is like $95 for a set. Spectrum is $140. Oh, that's Pantherin. You can, you can get a 13-piece makeup brush set for $1.65 with free shipping from Temu. Who is messaging me? Damn, John's going on another one. He gets back and he leaves to go on another one.
Hmm.
And run the gamut. Yeah, you can get super cheap or very expensive. Beauty out. You, Jabez, you're really not right. Okay, y'all had enough of the return of Thom and all of this glorious gorgeousness. And look, not a bit of makeup. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. I don't know if anybody's having a show tomorrow, and because Scott's on hiatus, so we'll see you on Thursday. How you doing a show tomorrow?
I might if Scott doesn't do one. I gotta have my morning show. Actually, I did one last Wednesday, and he jumped in.
Yeah, I think some people were ugly to him, and it's making him wonder whether it's worth the effort. Because it does take an effort to do this. It doesn't take a lot of work, but it takes a lot of effort to commit to it. Yeah, it's like coffee at the Hardee's for the Liars Club, Anessa. Uh, so Jabez, I don't know why you don't get that camera out and get us hooked up, and so you can come in here and help us. What would be better would be one of the pretty ladies like Hank or Anissa. That's why I say Jabez because I'm reading up through here. Jennifer, Chastity, Scarlett, Shannon. I mean, it'd be nice to have because we used to have a bunch of pretty ladies on here all the time. Valerie and Tara and Sally, Nikki. Now they've just gone on. Well, Anissa, you're a lot prettier than me and Todd. So what can I say? And
Yep.
Land Shark, you're always welcome too, since you're not apparently doing anything in the morning, since you're listening to us. So anyway, y'all all have a great day. Make some sales, do some listings, get ready for Christmas because it's coming on like a damn freight train. And we'll see you maybe tomorrow if Scott or Todd has a show. We'll see you on Wednesday on my show. Excuse me, Thursday on my show, and Friday on Todd's. Todd, are you taking any extra time off on for during the holidays?
I hope not.
Okay,
I like my routine.
you don't like changing.
I don't like taking off unless I have to.
And Ping, I forgot about you, honey. You're always a pretty sight on our show with us two old guys.
Thanks, John. Yeah, I'm a
You're
little better today. Yesterday was the worst.
well, get your stuff get get all that glassware packed up and shipped, and
Yeah, I'll probably have some sneezing on these plates while I'm packing them.
yeah, probably so.
How'd you
Uh,
catch COVID? I bought some plates on eBay from some guy in Texas.
there was a
Uh,
bunch of people that got seasick on this cruise, and it wasn't bad at all. I mean, it was rolly.
yeah,
And Todd, I don't know whether you ever had one or not, but we had one of the aft facing cabins, which is at the very back of the ship, looking straight out the back. Um, It was we had a balcony. It was pretty nice because we could sit out there and we could see, instead of seeing one side of the ship, you could see, you know, 180 view, even though it's where you've been and not where you headed. But still, the point is, it was a good location. So anyway, everybody have a great day. Always wash your plates coming out of Texas. John, I don't know where, it's like I had a lady ask me one time before, and I said, "Have these clothes or has this jacket been washed?" And I said, "Yeah, I try to wash everything before I list it." And she said, "Okay, I just need to know whether I needed to wash it or not." And then first thing that popped in my mind, who buys anything that doesn't, whether it's brand new from Saks Fifth Avenue or Walmart, that doesn't wash their clothes if they can be washed before you wear them? I mean, really. Yeah. I'm getting phobic in my old age, germ phobic. But anyway, y'all have a great day. Todd, thank you very much for coming in and hanging out with us. And we will see y'all either Wednesday or Thursday. Bye bye.